In the mountains of Kashipur, there lived an old weaver named Raman, known for selling the finest fabrics in the region. He lived with his wife and 2 sons, the eldest, Arun, and the youngest, Dev. Dev was cheerful, spoke to everyone, and had a presence that filled the house. Arun, on the other hand, was the opposite, reserved, silent, and constantly overcome by a feeling of inadequacy. He avoided crowds, lowered his eyes when speaking, and trembled before any responsibility. The people of the village called him the mute of the market. Many mocked his quietness, and his father, tired of seeing him run away from everything, reprimanded him harshly. One morning, Raman asked Arun to look after the fabric stall while he traveled. The young man nervously agreed, trying not to disappoint his father. But in the afternoon, 2 shrewd men approached, saying, "Your father asked us to take all the fabrics to the palace." Arun hesitated. Something seemed wrong, but the fear of contradicting the pair of strangers was greater than the doubt. He handed everything over. When his father returned and found the stall empty, his fury was immense. "You're good for nothing. Get out of my sight!" Arun, overcome with shame, ran away. Tears blurred his vision until he reached the riverbank. Perhaps it would be better to disappear, he thought. But before he could take the final step, a calm voice interrupted him. Even in the deepest waters, the reflection of the sky remains above. It was a young monk named Suraj, who was meditating nearby. He pulled Arun back and listened to him in silence. "I fail at everything. My father despises me. I can't talk to people. I'm a burden." Suraj replied serenely, "If a bird refuses its first flight for fear of falling, it will never discover that it can fly." He invited him to meet his master, the sage Govind, who lived in a nearby monastery. There, under a large fig tree, the old master listened attentively and said, "If you wish to be reborn in spirit, follow 3 tasks. Only then will you know the strength that already lives within you." The first day Govind ordered, "Speak to 10 people in the village. Ask about their lives and listen without judgment." Arun swallowed his fear and tried. Some ignored him, others mocked him. But he persisted. He discovered that each one carried hidden pains. At the end of the day, he realized that everyone was fragile in their own way. The second day, "Teach something you know, even if it's little," ordered the master. Arun laughed nervously. "Master, I know nothing." "Then teach the little you believe you know," replied Govind. Arun gathered some children and spoke to them about the importance of patience, something he had learned watching his father weave. The words came out trembling, but sincere. Repeating the exercise the next day, he felt his fear lessen. The third day Govind looked into the boy's eyes and said, "Now, go to your father. Ask for forgiveness, and more importantly, forgive him too." Arun froze, but he went. He found his father mending the loom. He knelt before him. "Father, I made a mistake, but I want to try again." Raman, moved to see his son speak firmly for the first time, embraced him. "The mistake was mine for not seeing the man who was silently growing before me." The revelation Arun returned to the monastery. "Master, and now? What is the final secret?" Govind smiled. "You yourself discovered it. Fear is not destroyed by running away from it, but by going through it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward even while trembling." Arun bowed in tears. That day marked the birth of a new man. Years later, he became one of the most respected merchants in the region, not for his wealth, but for his calmness and wisdom. And when someone asked how he had overcome his shyness, he simply replied, "Fear still walks with me, but now I am the one who leads it." Final message: confidence isn't born ready-made. It grows every time we face what scares us. Even the most trembling voice carries power if it dares to speak.